What's up, everybody? Welcome to In Love with Horror. My name is AJ.
I'm Christy.
And y'all, welcome to our Sunday Horror News Live show, y'all. This is where we jump on live and we just discuss all things horror that has happened in the past week. So all the different news stories, whether it be for movies, TV shows, games, you name it, we're talking about it. And it's also a chance for us to do like a little housekeeping and just provide y'all with the announcements for us, what we got upcoming, and so on and so forth. But welcome to this Sunday, September 29th, this Horror Live News Show. How you doing, baby?
I'm good. How are you?
You're good.
Are you good?
I'm
That's
good now. I'm good now. Look, so we had some technical difficulties because Christy act like we ain't never
Oh
done this before.
my gosh. Are you going to put it on me?
Heck yeah, I'm going to put it on you.
Oh, wow.
I sure am.
Okay.
I sure am.
All
She over there
right.
clicking stuff.
Oh, Lord.
I'm like, man, we ain't even tested this. I know we was running behind, but we still had to do our usual things.
I think you just doing too much. It's not that serious.
Oh no. But anyway, so yeah, that's that made the start even later. But we here now. It's all good. That's all in the past.
Okay. All right.
But now again, y'all, welcome. Who we got in the
Thanks.
in the chat?
Right now, Sam from
Sam,
Our
what's
Life
up?
with Horror.
What is going on?
Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Did you want to take a moment to?
Shout out to Nadia, who was in the chat earlier.
Oh, she's in the old one.
Hopefully you find your way over here.
Hopefully she found.
Hey Jimmy, what's up? How you doing this morning?
What up?
What'd you say? Would you ask me?
Oh, I was saying, did you want to give people a chance to try to find?
To
find this one before we actually get started.
I guess that's fine. I guess I could tweet out this link too. But anyways, I can't believe you trying to blame me.
Oh yeah, no, I'm putting it on you on that one.
Anyways,
you got to take the L,
right?
And then we here now.
All right, let's go. Let's get started.
Okay, well, we first want to shout out all of our Patreons and YouTube members. We got Lacey, Matt, Larissa, Bonnie, and Jerica. Shout out to all y'all over on Patreon. Our YouTube memberships, that's a great way to support us, and we appreciate that support. Again, thank you to our members and patrons.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that. Real quick, we also got our Discord, so we got our Discord link in the description. That's just a great way for us to communicate, with our supporters in the community. It's more like tapped in, right? It's able to converse back and forth. And we also put our notifications in there too. So I know sometimes YouTube doesn't always push out the notifications that good.
Oh yeah.
So we actually have it set up in the Discord too, where it actually notifies you when we drop new videos, and so it's just a great way. We're gonna do a watch party in our Discord. So on October 11th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, that's 5:30 p.m. Pacific, we're gonna do a Mr. Crockett watch party, and that's only gonna be in our Discord. So it's a great time to go ahead and click that link in the description and join our Discord. It's gonna be a lot of fun watching Mr. Crockett. Cause I think gonna be. I think I mentioned it too when we were watching it. That's gonna be a fun group group watch party type thing.
Yeah, I agree.
And we got our review of Mr. Crockett coming pretty soon with a video version. We got our written version out, but the video version of that review will be coming to YouTube pretty soon. So be looking on the lookout for that. Next housekeeping item from season 3 coverage is happening every week, y'all. So we actually just recorded our season 3 episode 2 reaction and review last night. So we're working on that. That'll probably drop later on today. So be tuned in for that. And we do a reaction and review from season 3 weekly, every week on Sunday, y'all.
That's right.
And the last piece of housekeeping news we wanted to cover is, of course, the Fantastic Fest coverage that we did. So we got a bunch of Fantastic Fest coverage on our website, and also over on Horror Movie Blog as well. And of course, you can check our letterbox for those reviews too. So we got a little mix on a lot of different platforms, but you can use our website inlovewithhorror.com as the source for getting to some of those other links. But there was
also on a podcast. Macabre Maddie invited us on his podcast, and we talked all about Fantastic Fest. So he said that will be dropping tomorrow. So once we get the link for that, obviously we'll share it out so you can listen to us talk about Fantastic Fest. So.
Yeah, and that was a dope conversation. So yeah, to be tuned in to that conversation. All right, so we can go ahead and jump into the news. So it's not like a whole lot of news, but definitely some ones that I'm sure that it's definitely the 90s horror fans that I feel like getting the new support in some ways out of this.
Today. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, hold on. I think I might have missed one of the links up here too, unless it's not showing.
Oh, okay.
Let me fix this real quick, y'all. Because our first piece of news is going to be about an unfortunate cancellation, y'all. And that is all about Chucky. So, unfortunately, Chucky was canceled after 3 seasons over at Syfy in the USA Network. Now, I know I didn't watch Chucky. I think you watched a little bit of it, right?
I watched the first season of Chucky. I didn't watch 2 and 3.
Okay.
But I didn't know they were going to cancel it. It's one of those ones I was like, oh, I'll get to it when I, can.
Yeah.
Just because so many people loved it. So I was actually shocked that they canceled it. It was like a little delay, when they didn't know for sure if they were going to renew it or not. And I think it's been a couple months. So, and then Jennifer Tilly tweeted out, how messed up it is to wait to right before Halloween to be like, oh, we're not renewing it.
We're done with.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Well, the series creator Don Mancini said in a statement, and I quote, "I'm heartbroken over the news that Chucky won't be coming back for a 4th season, but I'm so grateful for the killer 3 years we did have." And also, back in March-ish, it was confirmed by Don Mancini that there was a new movie in the works. So it's not completely the end of Chucky. So I think that's why it's one of those situations where it's like, hey, we had a dope run, but he is coming back. And I think was it a tweet or something? There's another statement where it was like Chucky made a post like, I'll be back or something like that. I know it's based off his the quotable. I always come back, but he will really be coming back, hopefully in some sort of movie form.
Yeah, and I think I saw somewhere where they're hoping that it gets picked up, and honestly, I feel like that's possible. I'm still hoping that Evil gets picked up, but I feel like it might be possible that someone will pick it up and keep it going.
Yeah, especially because it seems like it's had a decent fan base.
Right.
It's an iconic character. It makes sense. I'd be curious, though, with this movie, will the movie be based off the show or will it be like its own thing?
Oh, I don't think it'll be based off the show.
It'd be like its own little thing. Because it would be tough to be like, hey, you got to watch these 3 seasons to understand what's going on.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it'll be more in line with the filmography or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, just make like a brand new thing.
Hey, Nadia, thanks for coming back over, first of all. But yeah, she also said, I think someone will pick up Chucky. I see some network picks it up for one more season to resolve it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Jimmy said, watch us get a 2-part movie. Movie will be like 2.5 hours. Hey, KB, what's up? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Nadia said, don't make your audience do homework like MCU watching shows to watch movies. Right, exactly.
And that's very true. That's exactly right. We don't. You need to keep that separate because people ain't got time to watching 1,000 shows.
That's my issue with that now because I don't watch all the shows, and you do kind of have to watch like Winter Soldier and all this kind of stuff. Like for example, the new one that's coming up, right? You would have to have watched Winter Soldier.
I know you're talking about Falcon. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Right. Yeah. To have known what's gonna happen in that one, But yeah, I don't like the fact that you have to watch the shows to know all the details of the storyline now.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That was definitely their mistake. They should have kept that separated. But
Jimmy says the last movies do tie into the show. I didn't know that.
Oh,
I'm also not
like the Child's Play movies go into the.
He said the last one's moving to the show. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I noticed that they had a lot of the returning characters into. The show. I feel like that makes that. I figured that was the case.
A nice second later, go on a 4-hour rant by the problems of having your audience watch multiple TV shows to understand even 1/3 of your movie. Yeah, that is crazy.
That's an issue. That is definitely an issue. They gotta move away from that if they want to have even better.
They need
success.
deep in it now.
Yeah, even better success.
Sam said, "Yeah, I only watched 1 season of Chucky." Yeah. Okay. I'm not a huge Chucky fan.
Oh, like just in general.
I like the earlier Child's Play movies. And I like Bride of Chucky, but I'm not like super fan.
Yeah, I'm not a super fan either.
That's why I was like, I'll get to it eventually. And like I said, I didn't know they were gonna cancel it.
Yeah. And that actually presents a good question, right? Because this is a good question. Whenever shows get canceled, it's like,
do you go watch it now?
Right now, is it worth still going back and watching, knowing that there's not maybe a full story or a rushed story at the end?
I think it depends.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, Archive 81, which I will always talk about.
I still can't believe that got canceled.
Like, I can't believe that got canceled.
Crazy.
That one ends without closure, but it's so good. I would watch it again now. Like, I would watch it through again because it was that good.
It was good.
So it's kind of like it kind of depends. So I don't know.
But speaking of shows, there's just been a lot of cancellations in general.
Oh, well, yeah.
I saw you put this list up here, like The Other Black Girl, Orphan Black, Black Cake, Evil.
Yeah, so many shows been canceled, and not just horror shows, but like even this other show I really like with Kerry Washington that's on Prime, Unprisoned, with her and her dad. Like it's a story about her and her dad. That was a good ass show. They canceled that too. Yeah, only had 2 seasons, but yeah, everything is getting canceled.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it, but The Acolyte,
Oh well, yeah, The Acolyte, true. Yeah. Well.
Disney's got its own issues. I think Disney just got its own issues.
Yeah,
so. Like it's so crazy to me especially because Disney owns Fox and all these things now.
Yeah.
So like they'll have the Alien TV show, like they'll own those things.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's wild to me that you can have so much money and just like can't even match like HBO or other premier
you're talking
networks
about Acolyte still
in terms of I'm talking about Disney Plus in general.
Oh, their shows in
general.
I wonder how Agatha All Along is gonna do. Like, you think that they're gonna be able to?
Well, I saw that their viewership numbers was not very high.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, it was not
Nadia
very high.
mentioned American Gods. I know you watched that, didn't you?
Oh, I watched the first season, but I don't think I went past that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that did get canceled. Yep.
Yeah, everything is getting canceled left and right.
And because it's all about money, right? Like, well, how many people are watching this? Oh, not that many. Cancel. We moving on to the next thing. I wonder they're always trying to chase the biggest thing.
What is it that they're looking for? Like, what is the target number that they need to see to be like, okay, this is worth keeping? Because I feel like a lot of people, but obviously, we're in our little bubble.
That's the key.
We're in our little bubble, so we're thinking, oh, everybody's watching this, but in reality, in comparison to other shows, maybe not.
Right. And I always say this. I tell you this too, right? I like to do the work test. So I'll go to work and I'll be like, hey, have y'all heard of this show?
Right.
Nah, what's that? And I'm like, okay. That lets me know that
it's not
the casual people.
Right.
They don't know nothing about this show. You know what I'm saying? Like, From is a great example. When the 3rd season started, I went to work. Like, hey, y'all watching From?
Ain't heard of that.
What's From? I'm like, oh, man. And every person I told to go watch it, they're hooked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they hype. So I think that's the key, right? Is the casual the people who don't be paying attention to nothing online. Are they following these shows? That's the market that they want.
Yeah,
they don't care about the little fan base markets. They want the casual market.
Oh yeah, good point, Nadia. The pre-production problems with the Crystal Lake show, like that's been like tedious.
It's been ongoing.
Yes, very. I hope they get, because I mean the idea of it is kind of cool, but I don't know if they do get that out. I doubt that would be as successful as we probably hope. Kind of like the situation what you're just talking about, how people don't know about From.
Right.
I doubt people would know about that either.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy said American Gods got too deep.
It seemed like it did get very complex.
Yeah.
But the concept seemed really cool.
Nadia also says she thinks Agatha is going to be a 1-season story. I don't see them being able to continue with multiple seasons so far from what I've seen. Okay, so I haven't watched episode 3, but I guess being that they're going on this journey, I guess I can see how
makes
that
sense. Yeah.
Unless something new is introduced near the end. I agree with that. It probably will only be 1 season.
Yeah, I would be curious if they bring her into the films.
Oh,
and that goes back to what we were saying before
about
the shows, the show characters coming into the films.
Exactly. Nadia also said, well, from the show that no one's really talking about, but everyone should be, is very good. And I see that they're really pushing marketing this season, so I'm hoping they'll get a season 4. Yeah, they
Hopefully.
are. And then also I noticed that, like, some of the characters or the actors are a lot more, active. Like, for example, Harold Perot, he's very active. Like, when the show is out, he's like talking to people, conversing about what's happening in the show as it's, once it's released and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully, the marketing will be boosted. It's unfortunate that the earlier seasons weren't really boosted because it was so good, and maybe they didn't really realize what they had, or
right,
or whatever, or realize how big of an audience that they could get, I guess, off of it.
Yeah.
Especially being that it's a MGM Plus show.
Yeah.
Is it MGM Plus? Yeah, MGM
yeah,
Plus.
it's MGM Plus.
I noticed in the horror group that I'm in on Facebook, like it's complex, right? Like you gotta, if you're on Prime, you gotta sign up for this, and if you don't have Prime, then you gotta go out and find this. You know, it kind of makes it a little bit difficult, and people complain about that. They don't like shit to be hard.
Yeah,
they want it to be easy.
I think I had to say that at work. Like, just go on Amazon.
Yeah, right. But they were complaining about that. Oh, I gotta have Prime. I'm already paying for that, and now I gotta pay for this. Like, you know, makes it too difficult for people,
right?
And they don't like that. So I do kind of wish there was like a little bit easier access to the show. Like Netflix it's problematic sometimes, but it's very easy for people to be like, oh, it's on Netflix, and because everybody got Netflix for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I do wish it was on something like that was a little bit more easy.
Yeah, I think that would definitely help the show if they got on a bigger platform.
Yeah.
Where they have just a better stage to just be in people's faces.
Right.
100% agree with that. So we'll see what happens with From. Hopefully it is able to continue, but if not, hopefully somebody. I think that's the perfect show for somebody to pick up because it's already got the like recipe and the foundation to be great.
Yeah.
So.
But how much more stories do you think there's gonna be left to tell? Do you think it'd be like Lost and it'd be like going on and on and on?
Well, I hope it doesn't get that bad. But I think there's a lot of story to be told beyond the third season, and we're gonna see that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I'm just hoping it doesn't get that bad with Lost though, where it gets like way out there. Even though I liked it, it really wasn't until the final episode that I hated the show.
Yeah.
But because it felt like you just did all this for nothing. But hopefully it doesn't get that into the weeds, but
right.
we'll see what happens.
Well, I'm hopeful for it. So far, so good. It's, you know. Oh, Nani says, I know a lot about Scarlet Witch because I read a lot about her and the Witch's Road, and this is just going to lead into, I don't want to give spoilers, but I don't see this being a multiple season. She said she's using voice to text, so that's why her message is weird. You're fine.
Is the chat thing not working where you can put it up?
Oh, well, I guess so, but these are long.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's not working or not.
Oh, yeah, no.
All right, well, look, to our viewers and listeners, let us know in the comments, how are you feeling about the cancellation of Chucky and just the cancellation of shows in general? There's a lot of cancellations across the board because the platforms and streaming services are having some pretty strict criteria on what, allows them to keep the show. So
for sure.
Let us know how you're feeling about that in the comments. Let's jump over to the next story we want to talk about, and that's all about Scream 7, which has been through a whole lot of different things here. So with this topic, y'all, for Scream 7, we got a little update, and it comes via a rumor account that is very well known on Twitter. They posted earlier this month that according to a Scream 7 producer, Courtney Cox would be returning for this installment of the franchise. But according to the Variety article, Cox was quoted saying, "I'm not officially signed on. I'm not, but there will be a Scream 7, she said. And Campbell previously told IndieWire that filming is set to begin in December in Atlanta, which is like, that's super close to not be officially signed on to something. So.
Yeah. That's the thing.
I know you've been following this story a little bit more closer than I have, but what is the community at large feeling about the chaos that has been the Scream 7 production?
Oh, well, I'm honestly not all that tuned in either because I'm not a big Scream fan. But
while she's wearing a Ghostface shirt.
I know, right? Yeah, I just like the way it looks. But
I would just mess with you, but yeah, no, because Ghostface is a cool looking character.
He is cool looking. Yeah. But yeah, no. So obviously, Neve Campbell is already signed on, and what's the guy from Grey's Anatomy? That was in Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name for some reason.
I can't think of it either. I don't know why.
But anyways,
that guy.
Yeah, that
is
guy.
It Sean or something?
No. What is his name? I can't. All the thing I'm hearing in my head is his name from Grey's Anatomy. But anyway, those two have been officially signed on. Yeah, Patrick Dempsey. Thank you. Yep. And then I said this particular rumor account, and if you're on Twitter, you probably know who I'm referring to because this person's always putting out news as if it's actual facts. So it's good when we get news that says, okay, no, this is what actually is the story. But yeah, so she hasn't completely been signed on for it, and it's good to have that confirmation. But there is a lot of like discourse, obviously, with trying to get everybody back involved. Now Dewey, his character obviously was unalived ish, so they want him to come back in some type of fashion.
I don't even know how you can figure that out though.
I'm not sure either.
That was full.
It's a very interesting.
That was a crazy scene. I don't think there's no coming back from that.
Well, he could be
I guess they could find a way, but
or maybe aren't they rewriting something?
I mean,
like
I guess
rewriting the thing or something.
I mean, they can. I guess. I mean, technically, they could do whatever they want. It's Scream, right? But
yeah.
I
don't know.
Crazy.
My stance is I'll just wait till y'all got this shit together, and then
right.
Because they're still writing. That's what she said. Like they're still getting rights together and stuff like that. I don't know if you read the article or not.
I didn't get a chance to read this.
Yeah, they're still rewriting it. So like y'all ain't got the story together yet. So why are we talking about this? Let us know when y'all got it figured out.
Yeah, it's gonna get delayed. I'm sure. It's because it's super messy, and I feel like for all the Scream fans out there, I'm sure there's a lot of concern, right? Because ultimately, when it's this messy, like it becomes way more difficult.
Well, I think they're gonna figure it out. I mean, this franchise makes some daggone money, so they're gonna figure it out. That's for sure. Jimmy said, "Oh, Scream 7. I don't like Spyglass, but I'm rooting for Kevin Williamson and the rest of them." Yeah, Spyglass is trash, but yes, we just gotta be hopeful that they'll get it together at some point. I mean, especially since they're supposed to be starting filming in a couple months.
Right.
I'm sure those people are on these writers' ass. Like, y'all need to get this shit now.
Well, yeah. I mean, you only got a few months left. I mean, sure, they could probably work it out, but still, to be that close and just be so messy, that's just crazy to me. But hopefully, for the lovers of the franchise, they can figure it out and still come together with a good project. But I mean, I don't think there's nothing else to be said about the Scream 7 update. Just want to touch on that because it's so chaotic.
The same rumor account, by the way, had this whole idea of what they thought the plot line was going to be for the upcoming sequel for I Know What You Did Last Summer. And the director was like, no, that's not true.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she plays no games.
Okay.
She's full. I love the way that she stays on these people's ass. But yeah, so we're following her on Twitter, and so she keeps us updated about what's actually true and what isn't.
Yeah, so that leads right into our next topic, which is all about the sequel film for I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's been confirmed now that Freddie Prinze Jr. is officially joining the sequel film. Just some quick notes, though, for the sequel film, that Jennifer Love Hewitt is still in negotiations to reprise the role of Julie James. Another note, Brandy Norwood.
In other words, give me my check.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, you're going to pay me. You're going to pay me. Brandy Norwood stated in an interview that she was contacted, so hope to see her back in her role as well. And you already mentioned the fact that we're following the director on Twitter and whatnot.
I'm excited about this.
Yeah, I know you're like, you like this franchise a lot.
Yes.
Like you rewatched it a couple times recently, I think, actually.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I watched the first one on the 4th of July. Because that's when it takes place, if you don't remember. But yeah, I love this. I'm excited about this, and I'm glad that Freddie Prinze Jr. is signed on because we need him in the movie. And hopefully they work out whatever they need to work out. Give her money, because I mean, you can't have this, this sequel without Jennifer Love Hewitt. Like, that's dumb. And then Brandy Norwood, I don't think they were initially going to even think about including her.
Which is crazy.
But everybody was like hitting her up, the director, like, is Brandy going to be in this? Is Brandy going to be in this? Is Brandy going to be in this? Because technically she didn't die. She survived in the movie. So I think that was like, okay, let me call Brandy, see what she going to do.
Especially because, she's in something recent. So she's fresh in people's mind.
Yeah, true. Exactly. The front room. And we need her back in the horror. I mean, obviously her role in this movie wasn't that great,
right?
Her acting, but either way, it's like bringing it all back together so we can see everybody in the movie.
Yeah, so. I mean that's to me that's the whole point. If you're gonna include people, you might as well like include everybody.
Exactly.
That is able to be included.
Exactly.
And to like carry the torch for the future of the franchise. Like it's like a handoff. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even know what they're gonna make this one about, but I'm sure they'll find a way to write something.
Oh, it could be like, coming after their kids or something.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess they do something crazy like that,
but I don't care what it is.
Or like, or a whole new situation happens. Like they do like a reunion all together, and
then something else happens.
Something crazy happens, and then someone's like, "Oh shit!" Like, here we go again. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care what it is. I will be seated for this. Yep. Mike said, "I'm very excited for this reboot." Mike says this franchise does chase scenes so well. Yes, I do agree. Yeah. Man, there's some good ones in there.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing Freddie Prinze Jr.'s face again. He always make the same face like the entire film, but it's that. You know what I'm saying? Mouth open.
He does. Mike says the fan said if Brandon isn't in it, we don't want it. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Michael Anthony said, ain't no way Carla's still friends with Julie. Yeah. Not today. You know, she was in a movie. I can't remember what it was. It was like a holiday movie on Netflix where she was like this very like nice person, and she had this really nice house and a really like fine looking husband and like these perfect kids, and this other character who she went to school with was like hated, like she had this nice beautiful life, and so her son, I guess, like she invited her to her house for Christmas, and she definitely was like, no, I don't want to go see her perfect life and stuff like that. Yeah. And her son wanted to go to her house, so he put her address in his mom's navigation system. They thought that they were going to her sister's house, but anyway, they end up at Brandy's house. And
is this that Christmas movie?
It's a Christmas movie, yeah.
Oh,
so she ends up at Brandy's house, and when they get there or whatever, she's like super mean to her, but she's like super nice, and she's like, "Oh, we were never friends." And Brandy was like, "Yes, we were. We were definitely friends." But I could feel like she would be like that to Carla. As Carla, she'd be like, "Yeah, I thought we were good. Yeah. We survived. We went through all this bullshit together."
Right. Yeah, I think I remember which movie you're talking about. Because I think I remember you watching it. I didn't watch it. I just remember you watching it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, anyway,
like
I like holiday movies, so.
Yeah, you watch all the cheesy, like, little Lifetime, Netflix, like, little.
They're so heartwarming.
They're all in the, like, romance Christmas genre.
Well, that one wasn't a romance. It was about friendship.
Well, I'll call it life. Yeah. I watched the other ones, the more, like, comedic ones. Like, what was that one with what's his name in it?
I don't know.
The black dude who was like,
wow.
Was he Santa? Wasn't he Santa in that one?
You talking about Ludacris?
But Luda. Yeah, that one.
I forgot the name of that one.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. Luda. But yeah, did you want to add anything else?
No.
I know what you did last summer. But yeah, y'all let us know.
For it.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you're excited to see this sequel film, and are you hoping that everybody comes back? Hey, are you going to support it? If they don't, let us know your thoughts in the comments. All right, let's switch gears to a Stephen King movie, y'all. And, of course, it's coming from the GOAT himself, Mike Flanagan. So, of course,
the GOAT.
Mike Flanagan's Stephen King adaptation, Life of Chuck, has landed over at Neon. So, Neon was like, hey, look, we got to get this film. And Neon, hey, look, they've been scooping up stuff left and right.
Yeah.
They definitely are having, their moment this year for sure. Looks like they're trying to carry that into 2025.
I'm wondering what because I have never read Life of Chuck, so I know it says a horror sci-fi film.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, like, what happens in this film that made Neon want to buy it? Because I just feel like there's like a certain vibe, certain like style, aesthetic, and all that kind of stuff that Neon films usually are. So I'm just wondering, like, what this movie is, entails.
Yeah, I was trying to see, because I know they mentioned in this article what the movie was about, I thought.
Well, I mean, it's about some dude named Chuck, right?
Well, it's about, like, his life or whatever.
Right, so I'm just saying, like, what does he do in his life?
I thought the synopsis.
Has anyone read this book? It's a novella. But, yeah, has anyone read it that would know what it's about? Because I'm interested. I might have to read it at some point.
Yeah, but it won the audience award.
Mike said, I ain't never even heard of this book.
It won the audience award at TIFF.
It did.
So, I mean, whatever it is, it must be good.
Yeah.
It's Mike Flanagan, but you know what
I mean,
saying.
It is Mike Flanagan. The dude can tell stories. And I think that's probably why he might have used this, because he's really good with characters, character development. And since this is like literally about one person in their life, I can see that this can be... Yeah, see, it says it just focuses on the internal and external of his life.
Yeah, and they called it like almost like an anthology, because I guess they focus on different portions of his life. But it's interesting in this Hollywood Reporter article. It says, while Flanagan has adapted other King works, specifically in the horror genre, The Life of Chuck has drawn closer comparisons to Frank Darabont's Shawshank Redemption. What? That's crazy.
Interesting.
Ain't that crazy? I don't even know like what to even think of this completely. And it says down here further in the article, and I quote from the article, "It comes as no surprise that reigning scaremeister Mike Flanagan has a soft spot for Stephen King, having successfully adapted Gerald's Game and Dr. Sleep for the big screen. But his latest stab at King, the genre warping The Life of Chuck, makes for an oddball, if less ideal fit."
Ooh.
So it's like, is it really even horror at this point?
Right.
It doesn't really seem like it, right?
Okay, so Matt says, okay, thanks, Matt. I read it. It's a character study, a whole guy's life, and some eerie shit happens to him. Unlike the King stuff Flanagan usually adapts. Okay.
So just some weird stuff happens to him. I guess it's not super horror, but maybe it gets weird.
Interesting. Well, I wonder what the because like I said,
like we're talking Beau is Afraid type weird, or
oh, now that was very strange.
Like what kind of weird?
Oh, Matt, have you seen Beau is Afraid, and is it like that at all? But yeah, okay. I don't know nothing about this. Like I said, the story, but it said it was a horror sci-fi movie, so that's why I'm kind of
okay.
He said no, it's more of Stephen King's weepy boomer American stuff with occasional weirdness. Oh, interesting.
That's weird.
Oh, Mike said I was also gonna mention Beau is Afraid, and Mike said it's not Beau is Afraid at all. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like Beau is Afraid. I thought that was a super weird and this quirky ass
that
movie.
was one of those ones you walk away from and you're like, might need to smoke something.
Yeah, it's just you walk away, you're just like, what the?
I ain't never smoked, but I'm about to today.
What the fuck did I just watch? Like, but I'm curious about this. I mean, the cast for it is, really good. You got Tom Hiddleston, Karen Gillan.
Yeah, it's a good
I
cast.
can't never pronounce this dude's name, but
we know who it is.
Chiwetel Ejiofor, that guy. You know who we're talking about,
right?
And Mark Hamill. Like,
Matt said, I also love Beau is Afraid.
Oh yeah, Beau is Afraid was cool, man. I liked that movie a lot. It was a little long, but I liked it.
Oh yeah, it was long.
But we'll see what Flanagan brings us with Life of Chuck. Flanagan don't really miss, so I will expect a good film out of this. But I mean, it remains to be seen, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think they put a release date on this. I just assume it's coming out next year. But yeah, there's no like confirmed release date, at least in this Hollywood Reporter article. So y'all let us know down in the comments. Are you excited for Life of Chuck? Have you read the book? Is this a book that you were excited to see adapted? Do you think Flanagan's the right pick? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, y'all.
Mike had me cracking up with this one. He said, I don't trust TIFF no more. They get 20 minutes standing ovations for everything.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where I feel like, it has like this, like even you being there, like it has this like certain, like, I don't know, bullshit ass prestige to it where it's just kind of like, oh, I'm here at TIFF. Oh, this is a good movie. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is when you're in the room with other people.
Yeah.
Like even when we've gone to certain premieres, like and people clap it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well.
Like, it's almost like the atmosphere, almost like can warp like how you feel about something because you're just experiencing this other things around it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, y'all, but let's switch gears to something that I know is gonna be fire. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I'm not gonna doubt it.
No.
And that's all about Nosferatu. So a mysterious Nosferatu video teased the full trailer for next week over on
Matt
Twitter.
said he likes your film festival voice.
Oh,
it was really good. It sounded like he was at like a golf event or something.
Oh, right, yeah. But look, y'all, the official Twitter account for Robert Eggers posted this really cool.
Oh yeah, the little
30-second video where it's like showing the coffin and some of the details and images on that coffin that was just super dope. And I guess the date was for tomorrow, September 30th. So everyone's assuming that means we're getting the official trailer because the last trailer was a teaser.
It was a teaser.
It was dope. It was an incredible teaser, like one of the most fire teasers in a long time. Between Nosferatu and the Alien Romulus teaser, those are two teasers, and I'm like, those were excellent.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that joint was fire. But so
we ready?
Yeah, everyone's ready. Like we want to see more, not too much. But
not
too
much.
More.
Just a smidgen.
But this is the big question right here, right? Because I got the image up on the screen too. will this official trailer show Bill
No,
Skarsgård
please don't do it.
as Nosferatu?
Please do not do it.
That's what the question is really going to
I hope not. Fingers crossed that they do not.
I think they might.
They just do something like this where we see a little bit maybe of his hands and maybe a shadow. But I don't want to full on. I
think they might do it.
All right,
it's gonna be quick.
You want to make a bet?
It's gonna be quick.
We can make a bet.
What? I ain't made no bet. Shoot. Well, I guess we can make a bet, but I mean, my money, your money, my money. So I guess it don't really matter.
Bet money.
What we gonna bet?
We can bet something else.
Like what?
I don't know.
All right, we ain't doing no bet. Anyway, I feel like they probably will do it because they gotta have a reason to really like entice the people. But one thing
We're already enticed.
I'm talking about the casual people, Cletus.
Oh,
not the
I think casual people are
fans,
also enticed.
Us horror fans is gonna go. I bet you I went to work right now and be like, "Y'all looking for that Nosferatu?" They don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Okay, I don't think your work counts because your work is a certain type of people.
No, man, my work has normal has a range of people of all types of diverse backgrounds.
You got like 8 people in your office section.
Well, I don't just ask the people in my department.
Oh, who else you talk to?
Like I'll talk to other departments as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go do it. Let's take a test. So when you go to work tomorrow, I want you to ask people have they heard
about
it.
Y'all looking forward to that Nosferatu comes out on the Christmas. They're gonna be like, "What's Nosferatu?" But hey, look, that when that video was tweeted out, it was followed by the mysterious message: "Till you bid me come, shall you watch the world become as not." That was dope.
Oh,
I like that.
That was nice, babe.
Yeah.
I like the way you read that.
Hey, look, it's coming out on Christmas, December 25th. I think it's like a Wednesday or something like that.
Jazz said, I feel like I'm one of the few people who don't like Robert Eggers movies.
Dang. Well, no.
They're well made, though.
There's some people who don't, though.
Yeah.
There's, like...
Well, she said one of the few people. As in that other people don't, but it's not a lot.
I guess I should have rephrased that. I feel like there are a lot more people than I would expect that aren't, like, super fans of his films. Because even if we look at his...
But you're right. They are well made, for sure.
We look at his film catalog, like The Witch... I know there's a lot of people that don't like that movie. A lot. The Lighthouse, same thing. A lot of people don't like that one. The Northman, I don't know what the dialogue is on that one. I liked it. I thought it was fire, but I don't know.
Yeah. I am a fan of Robert Eggers' work. And so I am interested in seeing how he is going to deliver with this particular story. I don't know if anyone's ever watched the original film. It's actually a lot more interesting than you would think.
It's also really long.
It's very long, yes, but it's actually a really good story. So I think he has good material to work with here. And so it's not like he has to really like come up with anything, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas in some of these other films, he obviously had to come up with this. So he has good source material. So I think this might deliver a little bit better than his other work. Dang, Jazz said she walked out of The Witch.
Damn. Nah, I ain't heard that story. Good God.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy. I didn't think it was that bad.
Is it because, okay, let me ask this question, Jazz. Is it because of what you were expecting the movie to be? Because I don't think we watched this in theaters, did we? We watched this at home, I think.
Yeah, pretty sure it was at home. Actually, no.
But based upon the trailer,
I think I did see this in the theater. Maybe.
Oh, you did?
I think I might have. I can't remember super good.
Like based upon the trailer, was it like did you have an expectation of it being something different? Because I did. I definitely thought you would see like it would be more, scary. Also, more something because nothing really happens in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
But to your point, I do remember the first time I ever watched this. I wasn't as big on it as I am now.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I hated it or anything, but because what you're saying, when this movie was being marketed originally, they were touting it as like, oh, the scariest movie. Like they were saying stuff like that. So going into it, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna be scared out of my mind. And then when I wasn't, I was like, oh, like that was kind of weak. Like in terms of like the creep factor.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I watched it maybe a couple years later that I started to like appreciate it a lot more, especially now that I knew what to expect. It's just, I think the best example of this to me is the ultimate example is that movie It Comes at Night. Remember when that movie was coming out? Because I think it was around the same time as The Witch. It was not too far after that, where it was also being marketed a certain way.
Oh yeah,
and people watched it. They were like, "What the?"
Now, because I recently watched that for the first time, and I definitely thought it was like gonna be something different. I didn't expect it to be.
But see, if you went in knowing, oh, this is just an apocalypse drama, you'd be like, oh, this is good.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
if I understood exactly what it was, and not like there's some creature outside trying to get in or something.
Right, that's the key. Because I don't care what nobody say. The It Comes at Night poster.
That poster.
That's one of the most fire posters
and
ever.
that sets you up for for failure because
it does.
You got this backdrop of darkness and the dog.
That shit is hard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jazz did say I went back and watched it again and had a better appreciation, like you, and I had no expectations. I didn't see a trailer. Oh, okay. Jimmy said The Witch is definitely not a normal horror movie. Shout out to Black Phillip though.
Hey, shout out
AJ
Black Phillip.
loves Black Phillip.
I do love Black Phillip.
He wants to get a tattoo on him. I'm like, nope.
I want to get the shirt and everything, but she's like, no, you ain't getting no shirt, no nothing.
You get a shirt. Those kids had just pissed me off and my homegirl. Them kids was something else. Them kids was bad.
Yeah, they was.
Oh my God, I want to slap every single one of them kids. Yep. It Comes at Night went right under my radar. I didn't watch it until 22, but yes, we were right about it. Yeah, that one was messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Anthony says reminds me of the Village trailer. Misleading, but still a good movie. Yeah, that was.
Hey, I don't care nobody. You're right. I don't care nobody say Village is hard. I think The Village is a good tale movie.
Oh, I haven't seen Mother, Matt, but I've heard a lot of people say this. That is marketed as a normal horror movie.
Man, that's a good one. That is a good.
I haven't seen Mother.
Yeah, that was the Jennifer Lawrence movie.
Yeah, I know what it is.
What was
I just never watched it.
It was other. I forgot the other dude's name, but
what other dude?
That's playing the husband.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember his name, but
I just said I ain't seen it.
Well, I thought you might have remembered who was in it. But,
no.
But yes, that's a great example of it was marketed like that, and then you watch and just like, no, the marketing team they missed with this one, and as a result, you'll end up not liking it.
Yeah.
It was kind of one of those movies that's like, what?
Thanks for telling me, Jimmy. I ain't watching it.
Oh, he's put it all out there. Yeah, well, yeah.
You know, I recently watched a since we're talking about witches, we really watched a movie called Beazle about a witch. Because there's not really, you would think there'd be more horror movies about witches. There's more like playful stuff.
Yeah, like comedies,
like
and
Hocus
stuff
Pocus
like
and stuff like that, but not really like horror. And so I like that they did that, you know, like made like a scary witch.
Well, I'll
movie.
say like, yeah, those versions of witches.
Yeah.
Because we get the Mexican horror films, you know, so the brujas and stuff like that. It's actually super dope.
I like those too. But those versions.
That's that version of it.
There's the person you're talking about. The name of the
Beazle?
No.
What are you talking about?
My bad. I'm sorry. Wrong comment.
Oh, yeah. Javier Bardem. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that's Jasmine, what did you think about Beazle? But since Jimmy said that, I thought about that because spoiler alert.
Something like that happens.
Something like that happens in the movie.
Beazle was dope.
I thought it was pretty good. Because we don't, like I said, obviously it could have been better, but we don't have a lot of that scary type of witch films.
Yeah, Beazle was actually had like a really creepy atmosphere to it. Very like suspenseful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, I think
we watched it at 2 a.m. Oh yeah, we watched it pretty late.
It was late too.
We watched it probably around midnight or something like that. And she was in there hollering. Like there was one scene. I won't say what it is because I don't want to spoil it. But like she jumped and yelled like so loud that I was more scared that she screamed than what was happening on the movie. I wasn't
prepared.
Yep.
It just came out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there was some good stuff in that one. So if y'all haven't watched that one, definitely go check that out.
Yeah, it's got some good scares in it, that Beazle movie.
Jess said I kind of liked it. It was a little slow in the middle. It was. And the story's a little jumbled, but it has some scares. Yeah, the scares were good. Yeah, but yes, it was a little jumbled. It's kind of like to me, it came across as like shorts put together. Yeah, that's how it kind of came across to me
as you're viewing the history of this house.
Yeah, almost. It's kind of like a timeline, but it does feel like that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Jimmy says my kids are little, so I'm not watching movies like When Evil Lurks. I'm cool. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
they do have that type of like effect.
Yeah, it will have that effect on you.
That's why I haven't watched The Coffee Table.
Oh yeah, that's a brutal one. That one's rough. Like. You talking about something that gives you a lot of anxiety? That coffee table is an anxiety-inducing movie, really bad.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I like this. That's one of the. You know how? Remember when they did that thing where they were like, "Oh, the Sinister had like the highest like heart rate, or whatever." I'd be curious to see for the coffee table because, like, when I tell you that's anxiety-inducing, like I was on edge like the whole movie, and it wasn't more so because I was scared; it's more because I was just anxious.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I'm good on that.
But
I said only rubber furniture from now on.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yep. No corners, all rubber, like everything cloth, soft, you name it. Like,
wow.
Yeah, we ain't playing no games. I'm not watching no glass shit, none of that.
I'm good. We had watched Joko Anwar's Nightmares and Daydreams, and there's a short in that series where this kid had me about. I had got up and got like hid behind the couch because I did not want to watch what was about to happen.
Which one was that?
I think it was like the first one with the baby. It was like a couple and they had like a baby and then they had like the older mom in the house.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
that one tore my nerves up.
That was stressful.
I was so stressed out.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that was crazy. Oh,
I can't believe you forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, you reminded me now. Yeah, that was super stressful. Yeah, because that's what prompted
them to put her
for the rest. Because I forgot about that piece. I'm so focused on what happened at the place.
Oh, you know right, yeah. No, that part had me tore up. I was like, oh my god, I can't take this.
If you haven't seen that series, I don't think we finished it.
Because it's brutal.
But that
you gotta take that shit.
That is a good series. Those stories, they're very creative stories. The show is super well made.
Yeah, it is
well made.
I
was like, damn, the production on this is fucking crazy. So yeah, was it Nightmares and Daydreams on Netflix? Go check that out, John.
It's crazy.
It's hard. But just to move on to the next topic, y'all. Let us. We started all this off of Nosferatu.
Sorry, my bad, y'all.
Let us know in the comments if you are as excited as we are for Nosferatu, because I think that's gonna be potentially movie of the year. Like, but we gonna see. I'm hopeful.
Well, it's at the end, right? I think that's probably like the last.
It's the last one.
I think that was really smart, right?
Yeah.
To end the year with his film. He's like, okay, this shit's so fire. We need the last possible date for a film.
This junk gonna be tough. I'm so.
I hope so.
But let's move on to something that was a surprise for us, at least. That came out of nowhere, and that was this HBO Max horror show called Caddo Lake. It's being produced by M. Night Shyamalan's production company, Blinding Edge. We watched the trailer for it. The story is about this family who lives in like some sort of bayou swamp type area, and their daughter goes missing. And then in trying to uncover where she went, it looks like shit just getting real weird.
Yeah, it seems like it has something to do with either like different like timelines or maybe even like different like realms almost. Yeah. Like it seems really cool. If you haven't watched the trailer, definitely go check it out.
Yeah, and it premieres on HBO. I keep calling it HBO Max. I know it's just Max, but it feels weird not to say HBO Max. I don't know why they changed it. I don't like it, but it premieres on.
Sound like an old man.
I don't like it. It's HBO Max. Like that's what it is. It premieres on Max on October 10th. They even put the rating on here: PG-13 for disturbing, bloody images, thematic elements, and brief, strong language.
Strong language.
Right. Hey, look, this trailer was interesting though.
It was interesting.
I almost had this like sci-fi element to it when they like the wave effect was like going over the screen and whatnot. I thought it looked good. What do you think about the trailer overall?
Yeah, the trailer overall did look interesting. I'm definitely intrigued. I don't like missing kids, but we're gonna see how it plays out.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Who's Does it tell you who was directing it? I know they said that it was. I'm not sure who was producing it, but
they did say it on here. I think it was the writers. Yeah, Caddo Lake is written and directed by Celine Held and Logan George, and produced by.
I wonder what other stuff they've written.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see. The inspiration for Caddo Lake was sparked after filmmakers Celine Held and Logan George came across a photograph of the real Caddo Lake online, leading to many visits to the cypress forest that rests on the border of Texas and Louisiana.
This is a movie. I don't know why I thought it was a show.
Oh,
it's a movie.
This is a movie. Yeah, I said series, didn't I? I thought it was a
Well,
series.
I thought
too.
it was a show.
Okay, never mind. But look, the film was shot in late 2021 and 2022 in and around Karnak, Texas. So yeah, correction there. This is a film. I thought it was a.
What no?
Show.
Yeah. Okay, that's what the thing is. But yeah, for some reason I thought it was a I thought it was a show.
Yeah, it's coming.
Well, anyways.
Yeah, under New Line Cinema again. That and it says the plot revolves around when an 8-year-old girl mysteriously vanishes on Caddo Lake. A series of past deaths and disappearances begin to link together, forever altering a broken family's history.
Maybe it's aliens.
Oh, man. You know I love aliens.
I know.
I want everything to be aliens. For real, I really do.
That's how I feel about From. I'm hoping that it's aliens.
I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. You did say that, and I was like, I guess. I mean, I'm sure you could find a way to fit aliens into anything.
Yeah,
you really can. But I was like, man, I don't know how they would do that.
I know. Jimmy asked if we're gonna go see Azrael. We want to, but the show times here suck, and it makes it very difficult.
Say the show times weren't very good.
Yeah.
Was it like during the day only?
No, there's the latest they have is 8:45.
Okay.
And, which is a weird time because we got kids, and so yeah, it would be difficult.
We heard good things though.
We did.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try to figure it out, but we do want to go see it.
Yeah, that is on the list of movies to watch. What was it? What was the other movie that we wanted?
Bagman.
Oh yeah, Bagman. That's out in the theater.
I don't know how good that one's gonna be though.
Yeah.
Somebody, Stu. Shout out to Stu. He's probably not watching, but he's we talk on Twitter. But yeah, he has said, "Oh, I heard this was like the scariest movie." And I was like, "Are you sure?" Because I looked at the trailer and I was like, "I don't know about this." And he was like, "Oh wait, my bad. That was the wrong movie." Yeah, I was like, "Okay." Because I was about to say, "Well, we need to prioritize going to see this one then if it's the scary right." Right. Yeah. But no, it's.
I mean, I feel like even with a name like Bagman, that don't tell me like, oh, this is the scariest joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It remind me like the Bye Bye Man. Remember that?
Vaguely.
That was one of them January releases.
Oh, okay.
It was creepy though.
I remember the title, but I don't remember the movie itself.
Did you watch that? I know it creeped you out though. Even
Mike
just the
said
trailer.
I never even heard it. Me either. I saw it being tweeted on Twitter, and I was like, "It's coming out this weekend." I was like, I haven't even heard of this movie.
You talking about the Bagman one?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't even remember that movie at all. Was it about? Does it had to do with the phone? Something in the phone? The Bye Bye Man?
It's like if you say his name or something like that.
Oh, so that's
like
not it.
Comes, like you
what was the one
him?
with the kid was in the phone? It was like telling a story. That wasn't the Bye Bye Man. That's something else.
You talking about what's it called, like Come Play or something like that?
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, never mind. See, I don't remember that movie.
Yeah. I forgot about that one too. That one was kind of creepy.
I think
though.
that was creepy.
Yeah, that one was actually kind of creepy.
Don't think it. Don't say it.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Jimmy said the Batman Man is terrible. The first 10 minutes is shot well though.
Yeah, it's got some creepy like moments in there, but yeah, it's a little rough. It's a little rough. But hey, look, that film's coming out HBO. It's coming to Max again on October 10th. Let us know in the comments if you've seen the trailer, if you're excited for Caddo Lake. We'll be checking it out because it did look a little interesting.
There's a lot of shows out right now.
There's a crazy amount of content.
We started watching Grotesquerie. I did not like that show.
Okay, yeah, we got to talk about that.
It just came out, 2 weeks ago maybe?
It was this week, I thought.
Oh, this week?
Yeah, it's this week, I think.
They have 2 episodes, right?
Yeah.
2 episodes out. I just can't. I cannot. It's got Niecy Nash. It's a Ryan Murphy show. It was written by Ryan Murphy, but it was directed by somebody else.
Yeah, it was this week.
It's got Courtney B. Vance in it. And then, so when you hear these names, you're like, oh, this is going to be, good. Or should be good. But it's Ryan Murphy being Ryan Murphy. To me, there's like, and I tried to explain it as like, if you're watching like a Flanagan series or even From, like, there's this layer that's in between the story and what you see on the screen, right? There's that layer where that connects you with the characters. It kind of like brings you into the story, connecting you with it. That layer is not there. You're literally just watching something. I feel like I'm just watching it just to be watching it. Like, I don't feel like I'm a part of what's happening in the story. And it's very dry. There's no emotion. It's just very, very dry.
Yeah.
But they do have some really cool like crime scene.
They do.
Things kind of remind me of some of the things we saw in like the True Detective, like with that frozen.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the bodies. Like there's some really cool stuff that they do in it, but that piece of it don't have no depth. It just is really dry. It's boring.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I was as someone who actually really likes American Horror Story and some of Ryan Murphy's other stuff, I was like extremely disappointed by this. Well, I'm being real. Like
his earlier American Horror Stories.
No, I even like the later ones. Like, I mean, I don't know.
I think Ryan Murphy has like a certain agenda, and I don't like it.
Like, what was that one that I watched recently? There was that alien one. You know, I like aliens. There was an alien one.
I don't think I really watched that one. Yeah.
Because that was the same season where they like split it in half, and then I think there was two different stories on the front end and the back end of the season. Because I think the front part of that season was the one where they took that creative drug, and if you didn't have no talent, like you turned like a vampire type thing. That shit was hard to me. I liked it a lot. But as someone who kind of likes some of that stuff, man, I was like, first of all, the name Grotesquerie is super fire.
The Grotesquerie name is super cool, but it does not match the show.
Exactly. Like, I'm going into this thinking, oh, this junk gonna be fire. Like,
if people in the comments, be all creepy, they feel me.
Crimey, you know what I'm saying?
You're on some other wavelength. I don't know. But anyway,
Jack
said Ryan Murphy needs to pay for his crimes.
I haven't even mentioned what I thought about the show yet.
Mike said Ryan Murphy is the devil.
I haven't even made
and
my point
Jimmy
about
said Ryan is the white Tyler Perry, and I agree with all of these statements.
Let me finish what I said about the show.
Go ahead.
Now, I was preferencing it because I like some of his other stuff.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, even this show was disappointing to me.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, honestly, it was just super boring.
It is very boring.
It was extremely boring and super just uninteresting.
Look, I don't mind spoiling this. If you don't want to be spoiled, you can go get you something to drink real quick. But there is an opening of this, and I think he's intentionally trying to over dramatize or magnify things, make them bigger than what they really are in reality. But the Niecy Nash's character, she has a daughter, and she is I guess she's trying to, like, those people who like eat a lot so they can be on like some kind of game. She's trying to be on a game show. So she's a big person, but they have her sitting on the couch.
I made it nasty.
Okay. She's wearing a cropped t-shirt, and her stomach is hanging out over her shorts, the top of her shorts, and she's eating some taquitos off of a pan and dipping it in sauce. And she's just eating it, and they make her look like a character. I don't like the way he put her on the screen like that. Even if she was white, I would feel the same way. But seeing her as a black woman being presented this way on screen, I did not like that. And I was like, I probably tuned out after that. But I did not like that at all, the way he did her like that. I was like, why is this necessary for him to do that? Like, what does this contribute to the story for him to present this woman like this, on this show? Like, that's pointless to me. It doesn't add or take away from the dialogue or the story or the plot. So why are we doing it?
He's trying to create a new character, like one of those feeder people. Those people exist where like they like being super big and they want to get bigger.
Okay.
Because remember, that's part of the story. She was like, I want to go on this like I'm super big reality show.
I get all of that, but he did not have to have her presented to us because it was our initial presentation of her. That was our first time being introduced to her character. So why introduce her to us like that?
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
Well, look, she said she looked good like that, wearing that crop top with her stomach.
No, it had no problem with what she had on, babe. It's the way she was presented, sitting on that couch, stuffing her face that way. And it was kind of purposely nasty.
A little bit,
yeah. That he could have been a lot more tasteful with the presentation. Oh yeah, he could have been. Yeah. But and I know he was writing and not directing, but still, he wrote her like that.
Well, yeah, I got to see I'd be curious what he put in the script. If he put in there like
it don't matter. His name is on it, so therefore he did it. But yeah, he's also in the news now because of that Menendez Brothers series. I don't know if you following that news.
Nah,
I haven't watched the show.
I
don't plan on watching it, but I know that's been very problematic, and I think the issue is his response to what people are saying.
What was problematic about that show? I don't really know.
The way that he's presenting them, like people who know their story know that these kids, these boys, men, whatever, were severely abused by their parents. And so he's presenting them in a way that kind of like makes that more of like a backdrop and not really the core focus as to why they actually did what they did. And even I'm not sure which one it was, but one of the brothers put out a statement in regards to what was in the show, and he doesn't care. That's the problem. Like, he's not being empathetic to the people whose story he putting on daggone TV.
Oh, okay.
You know, he doesn't give no F's. He just care about casting his chick. What show is this? Oh, Sam, it's Grotesquerie. Don't watch it.
Yeah, it's not very good.
I'm gonna finish it because I'm interested in seeing what the heck he's trying to say with this show. And Travis Kelce is in it. I don't know why, but
yeah, I was like, what? Like, why'd y'all pick him? That don't even make sense. Like, I didn't understand that pick either. But one thing I will say, I love the way the show looks, like the visually.
Oh, well, to me, it looks like American Horror Story.
Nah, it's different. I feel like each season has like a different palette, and this one
of American Horror Story.
Yes,
I'm not saying it looks exactly like all of this. I'm just saying it has that aesthetic. Like,
nah, this is different.
I don't think. I think.
Yeah, no, this feels different. This almost has that like long legs vibe to it in terms of its visual and its tone. Obviously, they don't equal. I'm talking purely about the way it looks and is presented.
I hear you.
It is a lot like long legs. Come on now, you gotta keep it a buck.
I'm keeping it a buck. I don't agree with that.
You gotta keep it real.
Nah.
I know you don't like the show. I don't like it either, but we gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
It don't look like long legs.
You gotta admit, show look good.
No,
the show look good.
It looks okay.
The dialogue sucks. You know, the pacing's bad.
Everything sucks about this.
But it's a good looking show. And the music, I did like the music.
Oh, well. I think the music was cool.
During the intro theme, that junk hard.
They had some hard ideas, but they don't have anything
concepts.
Else to fill it in.
Yeah,
around it.
Really poor execution.
Yeah,
very poor execution. But anyway, we'll see how that.
And Niecy Nash plays a detective, and she does not, to me, come off as she's a detective in this show.
They did it kind of dirty too, because they made it seem like she even made a comment in the show. Oh, I've done over like 400 cases,
but like, she sucks at her job.
But like, she sucks. And I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, and I guess maybe they're trying to say that like she's off, but they did a poor job of demonstrating that.
Yeah. Through
the dialogue and the actions and stuff like that. It's weird. The show jumps around a lot. Like, I was just so disappointed because like the concept sounds so dope. All you had to do was just take like a True Detective type show and then just increase the horror side of it, and that would have been the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The horror is lacking in it.
It's lacking. Like, but that's really all they had to do. True Detective, and then increase the horror meter. Like, turn that shit up.
Anyways, moving on. I won't give Ryan Murphy no more of this time.
Oh right, yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how that shit go. But let's jump over to the last thing we wanted to talk about, and that's actually about one of the horror video games. In fact, one of Blumhouse's games. I think this might be the first one that they're releasing.
I think it is the first one.
Yeah, and it's called Fear the Spotlight. Comes out on October 22nd. It's got one of those 90s horror game vibes. And so here in the article, it mentions Fear the Spotlight is an atmospheric third-person horror adventure described as a creepy love letter to classic 90s teen horror stories. When Vivian enters the deserted corridors for a seance with the rebellious Amy, she suddenly ends up alone and at the mercy of the monsters who wander the halls. Vivian must avoid its gaze, find her friend, and uncover the disturbing murderous truth of a decades-old tragedy. It comes out on everything. So
yeah,
you got a PlayStation, an Xbox,
but it comes out
Switch.
Late October, and I was like, "Oh, it sounds like a really cool like spooky season game." But at least you get a couple days before Halloween to play it. But I did watch the trailer. It looks kind of cool. I actually kind of want to play this myself. So
you do?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Right,
I mean, it looks kind of simplistic too, so it's not like too hard. Because that's why I don't really like to play games, because I don't like shit that's too complicated. Like for me, I think if I'm playing a game, I want to be able to like chill.
Well, it's probably gonna be a chill game.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Especially if
all I gotta do is like run away from stuff or try to find stuff, I think I like it. Looks interesting.
Oh, that's like,
the trailer looks interesting.
To me, the running away is like the worst part of these types of games. Remember we was playing that Silent Hill one?
Oh yeah,
that thing.
Well, that one was.
My god,
that one was crazy.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. Well, I mean, it's effective because you be super anxious and scary. Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Like that, especially like the Outlast games. But this looks cool. I like the vibe of this. I like those like PS1 looking horror games. You know, it's got like the Silent Hill 2 type of like look to it, the Resident Evil.
Are you able to play the? Can they see the trailer if you played it?
Not here. Yeah, I could play this on here.
Just get a little bit of the clips. Go out like because it looks really cool. It kind of reminded me of that game a little bit, the one you were talking about, the Silent Hill one.
Oh yeah, it's got that.
Because they have that school scene in there. See, Cozy Game Pals. It says Cozy Game.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be cozy, all right. But yeah, it looks
sure
really
the lights
cool.
off when you're playing.
Yeah, you gotta set the mood right. Yeah, you got to. But yeah, see, it looks cool. It's got that like PS1 look to it, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested
PS1,
in this one.
PS2 type.
Oh, y'all remember the TVs in school? They had to pull in that.
They roll in the cart. Oh yeah, that
like, oh yes, it's a movie day.
Roll in the cart or the overhead projector.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Had to get the little slide things.
Kids got the jazz field teacher. They got the smart boards now. So
I know. It's like that's crazy, man. Y'all got it all. Like, we didn't have none of this stuff.
Yeah,
but yeah, it looks cool though.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It looks like it'll be, kind of. It looks like it'll be fun and interesting. But again, that's coming out on October 22nd. The first, Blumhouse, they got a whole lineup. Slew of games coming out over the course of the next year. This first one looks interesting. Again, Fear the Spotlight is coming to literally every platform you can think of, except for like phones. But I think it's on everything else. Mm-hmm. So check that one out. We'll try maybe to check that one out.
We definitely got to try to Christmas list, y'all. So maybe I'll
you did? You put the Switch on there?
Yes.
Okay. I'm hoping that because it's supposed to come out with a new Switch next year.
Oh, maybe I can wait then.
Maybe it might be worth waiting because then you're gonna pay full price for this one. Then not even a few months later, surprise, Switch 2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we could probably still try to set this up on like the PC or the Xbox or whatever. But I was thinking, especially because it's October, we definitely got to play some horror game for sure. Because I know when we did the Silent Hill, that was pretty fun. People seem to enjoy that. So definitely got to play something else.
That's it, y'all.
But yeah, that's it for today's live horror news show. We covered
thanks for
a lot
hanging
of
out
stuff.
with us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. We got to talk about a lot of different things, as across the industry and the genre and everything. So we always appreciate the being able to talk and like y'all contribute so much great conversation pieces, topics, and just sheer knowledge.
Yes.
When it comes to this stuff. So. Thank y'all for tuning in. Any last things you wanted to add, man?
Just a reminder that we're supposed to be having a watch party October 11th in our Discord for Mr. Crockett. So hit the link in our description so you can join the Discord.
Yeah, join that Discord, yo.
Yep. So this will be our first time doing a watch party in our Discord. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. So make sure y'all be ready for that. Get them Hulu subscriptions ready. Hey, look. Oh, Hey. Hulu raising that no ad price.
Yes.
That's almost $20 a month. I'm like, God damn.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
I was like, oh no. See, we might have to cancel
Hulu. This is getting out of control. Like all these, if every platform gonna be $20.
I know. That's crazy.
Out of control. We logged into Hulu the other day when we was about to watch Grotesquerie, and that jump popped. I was like, hold on a minute. $18.99. God dang. Like, cause look, them ads. See, that's how they get you, right?
We might have to suck it up.
They beat you over the head with the ads to force you to buy the no ad plan. You don't want the no ad plan? Okay, we got something for that. We gonna show you every ad, like you know what I'm saying. Every ad break, you get at least 2 minutes of ads.
Yeah, I just be watching the ads. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go back to the ads.
I can't do it, man. Like, I can't. And you could tell when we was watching Grotesquerie, like where the ad would have played.
Oh right,
you know, because it's still like a TV show. Mm-hmm. From FX, and I was like, man, I'm envisioning having to suffer through 2 minutes of ads.
We'll have to do it because that's a lot of money.
Even YouTube's getting bad, but like with the longer videos,
yeah,
like they started doing this thing where it's like they say, oh, fewer ad breaks,
yeah,
but the ad block would be like 90 seconds. It used to not ever be that long on YouTube.
Yeah, I just go do other stuff.
You just walk away.
Oh, Jimmy said, I didn't know that was Jazz from DTS. That's Jazz. Mike said, I'm same. I'm too poor. We about to be. I'm sorry. We have to go back.
I try to work no ads into the budget, y'all. I try to make it work.
I don't think we can make it work. Something got to give. One of these platforms we're gonna have to watch ads on.
Well, that's why I picked YouTube. You know, I said we still don't have YouTube Premium. Like we just keep watching ads.
Who was gonna think about doing that anyway?
People be getting YouTube Premium.
Well, we're not doing that.
People be doing it.
Well, I think we should also consider it for forever. Oh, okay. So let's say I got YouTube ad free from Miss Rachel. That makes sense because the kids.
Oh well, yeah. That's
well, my kids they hit skip.
Yeah, they can't stand ads either. Like our daughter be watching stuff. She be like, "Oh, these stupid ads."
She does.
Yeah, she her little 4-year-old self. Another ad.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, the ads are OD.
Jazz said she got the family plan. Well, they need a family plan for
which one? Oh, for
YouTube.
Disney Plus and who are we talking about?
I think YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. There's like a YouTube family plan.
I guess so.
I didn't know nothing about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, anyways, some got to give.
Yeah, because they tripping with. Because like it's funny because, you know, remember when streaming was first like building, and people was cutting the cord with cable.
Okay, so
it was cheaper.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying?
That's something we have to think about then, because if we do a watch party for Hulu on Mr. Crockett and people got ads,
they're gonna be off sync.
Or we can just revert ourselves back to ads, because I don't want to pay $18.99 for no daggone thing.
But people don't get the same ads though.
I know.
So like I think like you could get 60-second ads, and this person over here get 90-second ads.
I know.
So you're gonna be out of sync.
We're gonna have to figure out the logistics for that one.
Yeah.
But anyways, either way.
Yeah.
Still join us. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out, y'all. But again, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for chatting with us, all that good stuff.
And thanks for the grace this morning.
Oh yeah, with the but you know it's all good. Like we got it worked out, and we had a dope ass show. But look, as always, we appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, comment, make sure y'all subscribe, because also too the From Season 3 coverage is hitting every week.
Yep.
We got our episode 2 cover reaction and review coming later. And that's one you definitely want to see, because if you've seen the episode already, you know it's emotional as hell.
Crazy.
She was in here crying. Like you're gonna want to see that one, because it's brutal. But yeah, that's coming. And then of course, you know, just the spooky month we're on the eve of the spooky month, y'all. So it's perfect time to tune in and subscribe. But until next time, y'all, we'll see you on the next one. We out. Peace.